Good morning, everyone. I'm about to do a couple flights. I want to show you what I'm putting in this plane. It's 26S 8000 milliamps joined together. Gives me 16,000 milliamps. And as you can see, it's got a huge compartment. I mean, it's big. So I'm gonna go ahead and gotta put one at a time. It's the top part of it just a little bit narrow to get both of them in at one time. So okay, all right. Guess what? I put them in there backwards. I put them the other way. Yep. One at a time. This is some weight, man. This is like, it's heavy to handle. Big old packs. I usually fly Thunder Power, but I don't even know if they make this size pack, and if they do, it would probably run about $1,000. I don't know. It's so damn expensive. Good packs though. But these, I've only got a few flights on these. I fly these with my, one of them in my Warthog, my ProJet 810 Warthog, and it just balances it out perfect. But anyhow, two of them in here I could still actually use. I wish I could find some 10,000 milliamp 6S packs. I'd put two of them in there, and that would actually make the get my CG perfect. And I put my nose cone on here. That also come with the plane. So let's I'm gonna go ahead and make a flight out. You can do about 33 minutes of flying, which I can't video that long. My camera shuts off after 15 minutes, so I'll video what I can video, and I'm just gonna fly. Okay, I got it set up and plugged in, and it's all good. So let's do some flying here. Kind of sounds like I have a loose prop. Could be that daggone nose cone that I put on there. Maybe out of balance or something. Just a different sound with it. This sun is deadly. Yeah, we had a nice wind blowing and it stopped. Fly in this direction to get out that sun. I'm flying half throttle. It's an 83-inch wingspan Stik. It's a big boy. get high up and see if she can hold up to the vigorous spin coming down. Oh, it's a big bird. I can't see it now. Okay, kill the power. Go into a spin. Oh yeah, no problem. What I'll do is make a couple of, I don't know, I don't have a timer set or anything. Just make a couple of 10-minute flights or whatever. Yeah, nose cone gave me a little bit more, a little more weight. Not as much, but I mean, I needed as much weight as I could in the front, so. He sure is loud. It wasn't that loud with that nose cone on it, without that nose cone on it. That's why I have a feeling that nose cone's out of balance. I'm in the 386, 388 range on my sails right now, and I'm flying right now 3/4 throttle. I'm gonna cut it back to half. Some pretty decent speed for that big a plane with a 60 size motor, flying 6S packs. I mean, that's pretty impressive. This won't be one of my more power A-Bear planes. I just decided to leave it as a slow flyer. My rudders was off. Yesterday I gave it some right aileron, and looking at it this morning, I noticed my rudder was cocked to the left a little bit, and I straightened it, and I was able to recenter my ailerons, and so far so good. So basically this thing has no trim at all. I mean, none. After building it, it's come out perfectly balanced. Got lucky on it, I guess. Go ahead and do a loop here. Roll. Yeah, it's not too safe flying over those trees with this plane. So I hadn't really, I mean, this is my 4th flight with it. And usually I like to get more than that to make sure everything is working properly, reliable, before I go this direction. Because you lose it in those trees, it's shot. Those big old 3rd scale Cub wheels look tiny on this plane, and that's some big wheels, and they're heavy. That's why I put them, because I needed the weight. So things thing's got unlimited vertical. It'll just keep on climbing, bring it down and do another. If it doesn't pass that test, then it's not worthy of flying. I'm doing that for a friend of mine, Mark, who he watched yesterday's video, and he's used to seeing me fly crazy, and I was gentle yesterday. But this is a gentle flying plane. I mean, I'm not going to fly this like I fly other planes. It doesn't have enough speed. I like 100-mile-an-hour planes to do crazy stuff with. It just flies so. I mean, anybody can fly this plane. I don't care if you've ever flown before or not. It's a no-brainer. So docile. And believe it or not, I'm able to fit this thing in my Prius. The fuselage goes from the front shift to the back of the car, but it fits. And the wing is 2 parts, so I didn't attach the wing together because it has a carbon fiber rod in it. Let's see what my voltages are. 380. That's wild. I calculated from yesterday's flights. If you fly in half throttle, you should get about 30 to 35 minutes of flight time with 16,000 milliamps. Full throttle, you're looking at about 25 minutes. This is a 17.8 prop. It is pushing the amperage to the limit at full throttle on the motor. The motor's capable of handling 62 amps, and at full throttle it's pulling about 67, which I found these motors to be able to handle a little more than what they say they are. Now a 16.8 prop would be perfect, but I wouldn't have the punch that I have with this. The torque is great on this plane. It can get you out of trouble if you had trouble with it. Now, yesterday I flew it with the 15.8 prop on a 6S, and it was just not enough. I mean, it flew fine, but you didn't have any torque at all to speak of. I mean, going from half to full throttle, you couldn't tell any difference at all. Yeah, I know this is probably boring to a lot of people, but it's relaxing for me, and I enjoy flying. I don't care what it is, and I'm having a good time here. Beautiful weather. I mean, beautiful weather. It's in the mid 60s, close to 70. Very little wind, and skies are blue. Go ahead and get over here, and I'm going to come across with an invert. fly sweet inverted. So we're in the 378 range on sail count right now. I'm going to go ahead and bring it around and land it, and start the video over and bring it up again. That way you can see how much flying time you can get out of those packs. A big old bird. So gentle. That's very little throttle, cut throttle. Slide it in. Yeah, runway's kind of bumpy, so it, when you hit a hill, it bounces. Let me see, yeah, I can see that the motor's warm. When that thing was spinning, I could see that nose cone was getting up too high. Continuation of the first flight. I still have the same batteries in it. I'm in the 380 range. I didn't realize my camera stopped at 15 minutes or so. Must have passed. Let's go again. Cover off, check to see how the batteries were, and one of the positive plugs were on a parallel side. One of the parallel power plugs were unplugged. I don't know if that happened in the landing or in the air, so have to be careful, because I don't know if I was flying on one 6S 8000 milliamp pack of both, and my telemetry can only read 6 cells, so and I've got 2 of them in there, so I can only plug it into one of the packs. So that's what I'm basing my voltages on. The 370 range. As I say, I may have been flying on one of those packs. I need to be careful. If that's the case, my telemetry sensor could be plugged into the battery that wasn't plugged in. But I really think it just unplugged on the landing. It wasn't a rough landing. It was nice. That's why I'm concerned. So I may bring her in just a sec. I'm going to base it off of the readings I'm seeing now. I need to make my parallel cable about a ½ inch longer. It's basically it's pretty tight in there. To invert it. It flies really good inverted. That's just perfect. Hands off. Here's my setup right here with the 8,000 milliamp 6S packs. They are in parallel. Need to make this extension about a 1/2 inch longer because it's the red. One of the red is wanting to pull out. So I went ahead and brought the battery back a little bit, which I really didn't want to do. Use all that weight I can get. Let's maybe get a little nose heavy, tail heavy, I mean. Let's see. Alright. I think I'm having some problems with my camera. It keeps cutting off, so I don't know what kind of video I'm gonna have, but yeah, here's the same 16,000 milliamp packs. I've already made 2 flights with them. So we're gonna see what we can do. It's no wind at all. I definitely have to take that spinner off of there. That's what's it's out of balance. They got a lousy noise. Cut the throttle down. I don't want to tear anything up. That's half throttle right there. My camera keeps going out. I don't know what's going on with it. Battery may be low, but this will be my 4th flight on the same set of batteries. So pretty amazing. I may have a loose prop. I know that nose cones are way out of whack. I need to take that off, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to check it when I land it. In my tail wheel assembly, they have 3 screws holding the bracket on. All 3 of those screws are wattled as far as the holes in the wood, so I need to fix that. That's why last landing I couldn't steer it. We should have some hardwood down there to screw it into, but it's balsa. I'll probably cut that section out and put some hardwood. This is a perfect prop motor battery setup for this plane. If you don't want to, unless you want a screamer, it's not going to do nothing for you there, but it flies so sweet, man.